We got some stuff to talk about today. I don't know if you see the title, but man, we got some stuff to talk about today. Get that up there. We got some stuff to talk about today, man. R.I.P. the legendary. We like my split for this, man. And when y'all get in here, whenever you catch the video, if you're not here live, whenever you catch the video, when I post it, just comment. Write any comment. I'm here. Yo, peace. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Salute. I'm going to come up with something clever that's going to have us stand out from everybody else. So when you tap in, we tapped in with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when you catch the video, just lock in. Yo, say peace. Salute. 21. Salute. Shout out where you from. Shout out, you know what I mean? Say whoever you are. Yo, checking in from here on the check-in. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Is check the rhyme. So you gotta be on the check-in. So when you tap in, yo, let us know where you checking in from. Yo, Houston on the check-in, Texas on the check-in, Africa on the check-in, Zimbabwe on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? Check in. Check the rhyme. You gotta check in. Tap in. You know what I mean? Word. Let us know where you tapping in from, but we're going to get into it. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. the legendary Mr. Cee. Mr. Cee, R.I.P. the legendary Mr. Cee. And I'm going to, those who aren't familiar with Mr. Cee, I'm going to read the article from USA Today. From USA Today. And basically it says, longtime New York radio personality, DJ Mr. Cee, who became a staple in hip-hop by working with rap greats like Big Daddy Kane and the notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. A lot of, we know Biggie Smalls, but a lot of, we couldn't call him Biggie Smalls. Well, he couldn't use the name because he ended up getting sued when he first came out using that name, Biggie Smalls. It was like a single, another rapper from somewhere, Baltimore or something like that. And yeah, he couldn't use the name Biggie Smalls, but we still call him, we call him Biggie Smalls. You know what I mean? Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. has died. According to former workplace Hot 97, he was 57 years old. The hip hop radio station where he worked for 21 years became known as the host of the Throwback at Noon show, which was the joint. Throwback at Noon was pivotal in hip hop. Throwback at Noon was like, yo, you gotta tap in, especially for the brothers that was behind the bars and all that. You know what I'm saying? Behind bars and everything. It was pivotal. I didn't even notice I had my AirPod in still. I gotta relax. Let me just, because I don't know how this is gonna come out with just one AirPod. I gotta relax. 1 second. Stay tuned. And we're back. Hopefully that audio can't. I didn't even notice that. I'm getting on late tonight, y'all. Getting in. Just I'm so sorry. I apologize if that audio. I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully it came through, but I gotta relax. So check it out, right? So Throwback at Noon. That's where I was at. That was pivotal, especially for the brothers who was locked down because what? You'd be like, yo, Throwback at Noon on, like, yo, whoop de whoop. And this is, if you wasn't doing time in like the early 2000s, my ever two type of dudes, then you don't even know about Throwback at Noon. You wasn't even in that element. Because that was an element right there. Throwback at Noon on, you got to chill. It was real pivotal in hip hop for sure. That slot on radio. This is when radio, before podcasting, before Spotify and all of that. It was straight up just radio where you got the elements from. And Throwback at Noon was classic, right? Throwback at Noon show shared the news Wednesday after receiving confirmation from the Brooklyn-born DJ's family. So I guess the family confirmed it that our beloved Mr. Cee, Biggie's DJ, Big Daddy Kane DJ, put these guys on, has passed away. And so it says As a family of Hot 97 and WBLS, we're deeply saddened by the passing of our beloved Mr. Cee. He wasn't just a DJ, he was a pillar of our stations, bringing joy to countless listeners with his legendary Throwback at Noon Friday night live sets, reads a statement from the radio station. So I guess they reading straight. It continues. Mr. Cee's influence stretched far beyond the airwaves, shaping the very fabric of New York City's DJ culture. Our hearts are heavy, and we send our love and condolences to his family, yes we do, and the fans whose lives he's touched through his music. And it goes on saying that in recent times, Mr. Cee was heard during the 7 p.m. time slot on LL Cool J's Rock the Bell radio with his show, the Set It Off Show. So Mr. Cee recently, before he passed, was rocking with LL. LL revived a lot of people from the grave. Roxanne Shante. I don't want to say the grave, but they wasn't out. They wasn't doing nothing. Grandmaster Caz and all that. We wasn't hearing about Grandmaster Caz and Roxanne Shante, these people, until LL, one of the founding elements of this thing, started Rock the Bells Radio, and then gave them a platform because he represents the soul of hip hop. Like, if hip hop is a sneaker, you know, the origins of it is the soul of the sneaker. You know what I'm saying? From that element. You know what I mean? 80s, 90s. These founding fathers who paved the way, he opened up a door back for them, had to Rock the Bells concerts, rocking and all that too. So shout out to LL Cool for reinventing some checks for some people that probably wasn't getting no checks no more. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Cee was on there. You know what I mean? He was doing his thing on there, whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna read the whole article, but to sum it up, Mr. Cee was legendary. We're gonna miss him, and I have a gripe with. It's always because it's like they put the news out. He passed away. Normally, somebody regular from the street passed away. We know how they passed away. Soon they get to the hospital. We know the cause of death. But why, when these celebrities die, we don't know the cause of death? You know what I'm saying? Like, why they never know the cause of death? He was brought to the hospital. What was wrong with him? That's my thing. Like, why they never know the cause of death when somebody passed? Like, this is Mr. Cee. He was brought to the hospital. Whatever what happened? He was pronounced dead. What do you mean you don't know the cause of death? But, somebody from the neighborhood passed away, or whatever the case may be, and it's always simple. Oh, it was this and that. I don't know. It's just always some weird stuff when a celebrity passed away. It's always a mystery. We don't know the cause of death. The cause of death wasn't, announced or whatever the case may be. That kind of bothers me. Like, why they don't know the cause of death, And of course, I'm appreciating that they're gonna give him his flowers that he deserves, and they're gonna hold him on this pedestal, because every time somebody passes away, they become greater than they were praised as when they were around. Because not for nothing, if you in the know and you know about hip hop, you know what's going on. When Mr. Cee got caught up with the transvestite or whatever, and came out and said, he was attracted to trans men or whatever, nobody was talking about Mr. Cee no more. They turned their back on him. I think he either quit Hot 97 or they fired him or he quit because he couldn't take the backlash or whatever the case may be. But it wasn't like nobody. I wasn't hearing about Mr. Cee, and even though he was rocking on Rock the Bells radio, a lot of people ain't tuned into Sirius Satellite or whatever, whatever that's on. So a lot of people didn't know, But he wasn't at the radio where we loved him at, where we appreciated him at, where we checked for him at. It's like they turned their back on him. Now Hot 97, putting out articles, we loved him, and Mr. Cee, this and that. But they wasn't representing him like that when he was alive, due to his personal, get down or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And when you come in the room, whether it's live or not, just shout it out. Checking in. Check the round. We do check-ins. So when you check in, checking in from here. This is Abu. I'm checking in from wherever you from. From here to Zimbabwe to Madagascar. You know what I mean? Wherever you checking in at, shout that out, man. We want to know where you checking in from. I want to shout you out. You know what I mean? I want to shout you out. So when you tap into the Check the Rhyme show, check in. I want to know where you checking in from, man. Word up, y'all my peoples. I love y'all, man. We building the channel up, but I want to big up my faithful listeners. You know what I mean? Because I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Word up. Um, so yeah, Mr. Cee, man, put Biggie on, Big Daddy Kane. You know what I mean? His real name was Calvin LeBron. You know, LeBron. I don't know. It looks like LeBron because it's Brun, so I don't want to mess his name up. But Calvin LeBron, Mr. Cee is credited with Biggie Smalls' rise in the industry and helped produce Rap Legends' 1994 debut album. So he helped produce Ready to Die. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. So, I'm glad they're gonna give him his flowers. I like what Nori doing. He giving people their flowers while they're still here, while they can smell them. But let's not negate the fact that, yeah, of course they're gonna hype it up, and we love C, but y'all turned y'all back on him when he went through the transvestite rumors, and when he came out and said that he's, that's what he liked. It's like hip hop turned their back on Mr. Cee, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of sucker stuff gonna be coming out, and people gonna be coming out the woodworks. But where was y'all when this man was going through it and being ridiculed? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all was at when he was being ridiculed, man, and stoned, like a witch hunt? People were making jokes about it and all that. R.I.P. Mr. Cee, man, legend in the game, B, legend, legend. Can't take nothing from him, right? So, let's see what happens. I want to see what the autopsy report shows. I'm going to follow this story too and make sure we stay tuned into that, right? So, Mr. Cee, we're going to leave that there with Mr. Cee. Now, let's go to the tight, suspicious part of the show. Russell Simmons' daughter, Aoki Simmons. Tight suspicious. Did y'all hear that? What's going on with that? Russell Simmons' daughter, Aoki Simmons, is dating a sugar daddy, 65 years old. I believe she's 20-something. Let me just look it up and see what she is, how old Aoki Simmons is. Because I got my opinion on this. You know what I mean? I got my opinion on this. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. How old is Aoki? She look like Aoki. Aoki. Let's see how old she is. She's 21. I knew she was 21. She's 21. Dating a 65-year-old man. Not sure what he does. I didn't really look into that, but 65. And, I don't think Russell Simmons is feeling this. I don't think he's feeling this. For real, for real. Look at this guy here. 65. What's his name? Vittorio Asaf. Vittorio. He owns some gas stations or something, Vittorio. But he's obviously maybe Italian or something. I don't know what this guy is. But yeah, 65 years old, millionaire guy. Who knows? Maybe big stockbroker guy. Let's see if we could look up his. Let's see who he is. Let's see if we could look. Okay. Well, we know he's 65 years old, rich guy. That's her sugar daddy. This makes the Simmons family look crazy. This makes the Simmons family look crazy. Because, come on, man, that's like the royal family of hip-hop. That's like the royal family of hip-hop. My dream was to be signed to Def Jam. They could have signed me. They could have signed me for $5 and a unicycle, and I would have signed to Def Jam because that was the dream label. You know what I'm saying? That was the dream label, and every rapper will tell you that, man. Every rapper wanted to be signed to Def Jam, whether you was from New York, California, down south, whatever. You wanted to be signed to Def Jam. That's like the hip hop royal family, the Simmons. You hear Simmons, it's like, oh, Russell Simmons. You just the Simmons. So for her to do this, man, and she told her dad on a live. I watched like a live they did, and she told her dad like, yeah, like you gotta up my allowance, you know, or I'm gonna go get a sugar daddy or something like that. And this was, but I feel like this was already in play because if she just called it like, girls are slick like that. I'm gonna do this if you don't. And they already did it 3 times already. You know what I'm saying? That's how women are. Well, how would you act if I did this? Little do you know she already did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just crazy right there, man. It makes the Simmons family look crazy. Um, it really does, and and this is these entitled, rich little snobby ass kids, man. I'm keeping it. That's entitlement. You purposely want to make your dad look some kind of way because you just not getting exactly what you want. Go get it. Go model. Go do something. It's something for you to do somewhere within the family structure, business structure. You got to go get y'all hurt. You hurting like that? You got to go get a sugar daddy and embarrass your family, your dad and your uncles, and what Rev Run saying right now, man? What Rev Run saying right now, man? I know Rev Run like, and then the cooler came. Right, Rev Run is tight right now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's gonna run, my son. They're never done for one. That's my man. Run probably gonna go back to his old ways over this. You know what I'm saying? We don't want Run to go. You know what I mean? Come on, Run. Stay down with the king. Stay down with the king. Don't let this. You know what I mean? Don't let this sidetrack you, man. You know how you are about your family, man. Whose house? Run's house. You know? And it's just crazy, man. You know, it's making the family look crazy. It trickles down the embarrassment ladder because Angela and them don't parade around like that, man. They went out and got that bag too. They went out and got that bag too. Y'all remember pastries? Was that what it was called? Pastries? They was rocking with pastries. Got their coins up. Stepped outside the element and they got to their own bag. Not saying that, all right, we're going to take care of you, our family, but let's see what you could do. And they did it. Now, JoJo was type suspicious for a while. JoJo was type suspicious. JoJo Simmons. Shout out to JoJo and the whole Simmons family because I'm proud how they got to their own bag. JoJo brand store. But in the early stages, JoJo was getting beat up for chains. They was catching him in Roosevelt Field Mall in Long Island. Sketching JoJo outside, man. JoJo caught a few until he realized, hey, I'm not a gangster. I'm not this. I'm not that. Let me work my brand, and that's what he did. And when he did that, and they got on Love and Hip Hop or Growing Up Hip Hop, and did all that, I believe he was part of a production company, and we seen JoJo grow up, and I'm proud of JoJo because everybody go through growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the dudes was, he everybody go through growing pains, and that was part of his growing pains. And he matured and blossomed into a man, married, and exemplified what his family should how they should be represented. So salute to JoJo, Angela, Vanessa, you know what I mean, the whole squad. It's like y'all making it, y'all keep making the family look good because Aoki Simmons is making the family look bad. You know what I mean? Straight up. I know for sure Russ will take care of his damn kids, man. And for you to just, embarrass your family like this, the 65-year-old man, like, come on, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me, young lady. You could do better than that. You could do better than that. Don't do Russ like that. It's enough going on in the industry, things going on, and it's just making us look bad. You know what I mean? It's making hip hop look bad. It's just making us look bad. And that's real stuff right there, man. That's real stuff, man. It's making us look bad. and I'm gonna stand on that. It's you had to go get a 65-year-old sugar daddy. This is crazy. Motherfucker like Rick Pitino. For real, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Aoki Simmons, and you got type suspicious of the day. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. You got it. So hopefully, the Simmons family gets this under wraps, and Russell gets control of it. It's hard to even with it's obvious even with somebody with all that money, somebody with all of that money and fame and wealth, it's hard for you to still be a dad effectively. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was being a dad effectively, this wouldn't happen. But broken homes and money and distance and being busy, it's hard, man. It's hard, and my prayers go out to him and the family because this is just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she got type suspicious of the day. But yo, hashtag no Diddy. So guess what? Now King Combs, man, they got King Combs, the son. Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy. Yeah, King Combs. They got King Combs, man. And it's just like it's getting worse for the Diddy family. It's getting worse for the Diddy family. Now the young son, King Combs, can't stop, won't stop, bad boy. That one, King Combs, is now charges being brought on him for sexual assault. That he was he was spiking drinks in the club in the party, and trying to force this girl to have sex with him, trying to force her to have oral sex with him, groping her, like father, like son, in this case, right? Because, I mean, allegedly. But I mean, goddamn, everything alleged, some of this shit has got to be true at this point. Now the son, look just like Diddy, is now under wraps with charges. Is it a Me Too thing? Is it what is it? Is it a witch hunt for the Combs family? They've been winning for so long. They've been saying can't stop, won't stop for so long that somebody just want to make them stop. Is it hate? Is it jealousy? Is it hate? Is it jealousy? What is it? I don't want to stone the Combs family, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. And if you come into the room live or whenever you catch the live the video when I post it, whatever, whenever you come in, yo, just hit the like button. Yo, hit the comments. You know what I'm saying? Check in wherever you at. Just check the rhyme. So you got to check in. Check in where you from. Ohio, Strong Island, Cali, Africa. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you checking in from, yo, check in. Let me know that you tapped in. Let me know what you think about the podcast and the content. A thumbs up, a smiley face, a frown, however you want to get down. Or you can just shout out your town. Got a rhyme, want to check the rhyme element. So, back to the Diddy family, man. This doesn't look good. Now the son is being brought up and accused of sexual misconduct and spiking drinks. What's with the spike drink thing, though? I don't get it. I've never had to, you could just tell a girl, hey, you take this? You like this? All right, well, I got some. You don't got to spike drinks. If a girl like you, she like you. You got all this money and fame. It's like, damn, we got to do that? I ain't never heard the Temptations doing that. You know what I mean? It wasn't you never heard of David Ruffin doing that. He was smoking his own shit. He didn't want to share with nobody. But for real, man, where's this culture coming from? Where did this come from to where it's, they say Cosby been doing this since the 70s and shit. So maybe that, maybe that's a thing, but golly, man, with all this money and all this fame and fortune, you got to spike drinks and you know, that's just crazy. I hope it's not true, but now it's King Combs now. Now he's under wraps. So they're gonna come after Justin Combs now. They're gonna come after Albie Shore, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I hope they'll come after Albie Shore, son. You know what I mean? But that's I don't. It's crazy, man. That household it's crazy. It's just what's going on with Russell Simmons' daughter. What's going on with Diddy and him and his son now. It's just to me it just makes it's bad for hip hop. It's just not making us look good. You know what I'm saying? We need some good hip hop news. You know what I'm saying? We need some good news. You know, because it's just making us look bad all around. It's like, damn, this is what niggas do when they get some money. Act like knuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, we got to put something good together for hip hop. We got to show that this ain't this. You know, they know this. It's not everybody, but it's just like these major families in hip hop. The Combses, the Simmons. These are big names. This is like Coca-Cola and Pepsi in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like it doesn't make us look good. It doesn't make us look good, and we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better, and like I said, I'm gonna follow these things, and you know as they unfold. You know this just happened with Russell Simmons' daughter the other day, and pardon me. Sorry about that. This just happened with Russell Simmons' daughter the other day, and with King Combs as well. Mr. Cee passed today. The news came out today, and we covered that. R.I.P. Mr. Cee, the big finisher, you know, DJ Mr. Cee, and yeah, we're gonna stay tuned until we find out what's the cause of death. This mysterious hip hop death. You know, it's just like all of this is it's just a lot going on for hip hop. You know, I pray for hip hop. You know, hip hop came, you know, out of something, you know, out of the struggle of the streets. You know, it was our voice. It was our way to communicate what we were going through and what we were seeing in our neighborhoods, and it was something special. And we got to safeguard that. We got to keep that safe. We got to safeguard that. It's turning into a tumultuous disaster, you know, all across the border. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's going to be a big "I told you so" moment down the line. God forbid if we don't get our act together, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get our act together. So, like I said, I'm gonna be following everything from top to bottom, and let's just, you know, let's do better. Let's do better. You know what I mean? Because I don't listen. I'm just reporting on what's going on. If you know say an artist sold 50 million records today and broke a record, I'll be reporting on that. But it's like ain't no good news out this month. Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing good. So let's just stay on top of our game. You know, if you see the video, like, comment, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. You know what I mean? Check in. Let us know where you checking in from on Check the Rhyme. You know, when you get on Check the Rhyme, you got to check in. Let us know where you checking in from. Wherever it is. Venezuela, Spain, Portugal, United States, Canada, wherever you at, check in when you check on the Check the Rhyme. And I appreciate y'all, man, especially the people that's been tuning in and showing love and you know, just faithful, you know, listeners. I really appreciate it. And we gonna tap in next time, you heard? Peace.